What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Usain Bolt, the famous track star from Jamaica. He just got engaged to his girlfriend of 13 years. They have, I believe, 3 children together. And he just proposed to her during a 40th birthday celebration for himself. And there were a lot of people who are mocking this. They're talking about, why did she stay? What took him so long to get engaged to her? And not understanding that that is the reason why he's proposing to her. He's proposing to her because she stayed loyal to him all these years. See, a lot of women got to understand he's a man who's famous around the world. Of course, he's going to have his options as far as women he chose, right? Or women he got with, because people say, oh, he was cheating on her and all this. Maybe they had an open relationship. Maybe she was okay with it. He's rewarding her loyalty. See, a lot of these women out here, they are so used to being single, they can't fathom being with a man with options. You know what I'm saying? Especially like him. Like if you're dating a regular guy and he's cheating on you, I think that's different than a man who has money and resources, a man who's famous all around the world. Everywhere he goes, people knows him. I think that's a little different. I think his relationship dynamic is a little different. So when I see these people talking about what took him so long to get engaged to her, because it's a thing called loyalty. She proved herself to him. See, a lot of women are not used to proving anything. They think a man's supposed to prove something to them. It don't matter how successful he is or even how many options he has. These heifers think that a man is supposed to prove something to them, which is why they don't get engaged to. No one's putting a ring on their finger. Usain Bolt is a world famous, I'm going to keep saying it. He's a world famous track star. This man could have left this woman in the dust. Because y'all love to talk about how, you know, when a man gets successful, he leaves the woman is with. But he stayed with her and he's been with her all these years. They built a family together. He feels like he can trust her. So, of course, he's going to put a ring on her finger. Why would he get into a relationship with somebody that he's only known for a year or two and put a ring on her finger? See, a lot of you heifers are impatient because you just want the validation of a ring, but you don't want the things that come with it. The responsibilities of being a wife, to having a role in that marriage, or that, you know, a lot of you heifers don't believe in gender roles because you want to run everything. But when you're with a man with options, resources, success, he's going to be the head of the household and you just have to deal with it. And a lot of you heifers can't deal with it because a lot of y'all probably grew up in single parent households and you're following the same example you saw growing up. Instead of you breaking that curse, you continue on the behaviors and doing the things that you are doing, which is why nobody's proposing to you. Let's get into this. The 8-time Olympic gold medalist who turned 40 on August 21st popped a question to his longtime girlfriend at his 40th birthday celebration at the One Belmont in Kingston, Jamaica, according to a local news outlets in Jamaica, Observer and The Gleaner. Photos from the proposal obtained by Jamaican Observer and shared on Instagram show Bolt with a beige checkered suit getting down on one knee with a microphone in front of Bennett, who wore a gold bodycon dress with silver detailing. All right, there's some of the photos there. All right. Y'all out here telling this girl she should have left. Why wait, right? So she can go be a single mother like y'all. You know, instead of her just being with a guy who has a lot of success and fame. Another photo shared by the outlet shows an emotional Bennett hugging her fiance as he smiled while wrapping his arms around her after the proposal. According to the Jamaican Observer, Bolt popped the question in front of the pair's family and friends at the event. A separate Instagram photo from the Jamaica Observer displayed Bennett showing off the 5-carat engagement ring, which appeared to feature a pear-shaped diamond cushioned in between several diamonds that wrapped around a band. Ahead of the event, Bennett shared on Instagram celebrating Bolt with several photos or pictures of him and two of them together on different occasions. She also shared a clip of the pair sharing a smooch, going on a boat, and walking through an airport with their kids. Happy 40th birthday to my person, she captioned the post. My love, my home, my forever. You're an incredible dad and truly the center of our little world. Your legacy is extraordinary, but the man behind it will always be what makes me the proudest. Be grateful to do this fun life we've created with you. Love you endlessly, she added. The athlete and model began dating back in 2013. They kept the relationship private for several years before going public at the Rio Olympics in 2016. They went Instagram official in September of that year, with Bennett sharing a photo of the pair on vacation in Bora Bora. Since they began dating, the pair have welcomed 3 children together: a daughter, Olympia Lightning Bolt, and twin sons Thunderbolt and Saint Leo Bolt. Bolt previously expressed in an interview with People in 2016 that he wanted to have a relationship like his parents, Wellesley and Jennifer Bolt, who spent a decade together before they got married. You see, he did the same thing his parents did. He said his parents were together for 10 years before they got married. And him and his girlfriend were together for, they got married. Well, it's a little bit different because both Usain got engaged, right? But his parents were together for 10 years before they got married. But we don't know when they having a marriage. So she's happy. I'm happy. Bolt shared of his relationship with Bennett. At the time, I want to have what my parents have. I want to take my time to make sure everything is perfect. And that looks like he did. He took his time. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of marriage. Y'all already know this. But he's been with her all these years. They already got children together. My thing is this. Marriage changes people, especially women. Once a woman gets married, she tends to change a bit. I don't think that man changes. I just think that when you are a wife, I think there's a certain level of paranoia. There's a certain level of complacency. And the things that she did before she got married, she stopped doing. And I think that will cause friction. See, when you see all these athletes getting married, now Usain has only gotten engaged. But when you see these athletes getting married after only being in a relationship with a girl for 2 years, you only been in a relationship with her for like a year, 2 years, and you're getting married to her, that makes no sense. And it's not gonna last. At least what you're saying, he waited. Because maybe in his mind, I don't know, maybe things will work out, maybe they won't. Maybe it'll fall apart, but it hasn't. She's shown a level of loyalty that a lot of women are not going to show because they're impatient and they really want to be out here in these streets slurring it up. They don't want the responsibility of a relationship. And a lot of times women may sabotage the relationship because they don't want to get married either. That's why I think he waited. He wanted to use his 40th birthday as sort of like a turning point to say, I'm 40. It's time for me to really lock in on solidifying this family. I don't see no issue in waiting. Why would you be in such a rush to get engaged and get married to somebody that you barely know? I'm seeing all these athletes getting married after only dating for like a year or two. Like, bro, do you know the divorce rate of a professional athlete? And you've only been dating this heifer for like 2 years and you're marrying her? You barely know her. Every woman is on their best behavior before you put that ring on her finger. Now, this is the challenge. This is going to be the challenge for Usain Bolt. Is she going to maintain that consistency once she gets the ring? That's the thing. Is she going to maintain that consistency? Because we've seen where these guys put a ring on their finger and that relationship starts to disintegrate. So Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know, like, video, share it. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all next one.